Yeah, whatever happens, it's opportunity to make a teaching video, I guess. So I don't know. I'm really interested in Tai Chi, Chih, and Qigong as vehicles to teach Alexander. That's very common, especially for Tai Chi. Very common for Alexander technique to be taught through Tai Chi. And it's a little easier, I think, especially in a video. Easier in any case. Qigong is a little more subtle because you're not moving, Ordinarily in Alexander, we have a constructive thought, we inhibit, and then we move. And that's it. That's the perfect vehicle for practicing and developing understanding. This is so perfect. But you get pretty good, and then everything is moving, you really don't have to be so gauche about it, I don't mean it's just, you don't need that crutch, it's a fantastic, always the greatest of the greatest of the tools, but then there's a subtler tool, which is you don't really have to move like that, you're always moving. You're always moving. You're always moving. And in Qigong, that's what you discover, and in not moving and sitting there, in Qigong, you sit there for minutes and not move and seeing all the implications. And, there's a lot of holding on. And it's kind of hard to see our holding on. That's kind of the whole thing. That's the whole bag. That's the whole bag in Alexander. Usually we are using movement to illustrate that to ourselves, but in a way, if you want to go deeper, you go to do Qigong and you're really confronted with the holding on, and there's nothing to be done, but face it and release it, There's nothing to be done. It's just going to be a stressor until you do. So you just are in this Qigong stance, posture, and all you're holding on is killing you. It's wrecking your life. And the only thing to do is let go, And you just stand there until you do. There's nothing else that can be done. You can't get away from it. I mean, you can, you gotta face it. If you keep standing there, you're gonna have to face it. You can either quit before you, at the point you start to face it, you can quit, but you still already face it. It's too late, You've already entered the stream, man. And if you don't have to do like 20 minutes of Qigong, man. Like, I rarely got beyond 5 minutes, but boy, that 5 minutes was well spent. You can get longer, I don't know. I could get longer, I mean, probably I meditated my brains out, and then I went and did some Qigong, and it didn't take that long, It didn't take that long. 20 minutes is like unbelievable. If you did 20 minutes, it would be like unbelievable, especially day after day, but it doesn't matter, 5 minutes is fine. 5 minutes is plenty of time to face it. then you just face it, you know. If you want to keep going more minutes, it's fine. No, you faced it. You can keep going facing it. You know, it's about breathing. It's about standing. I don't know. I'm sitting here, I've been in bed, I'm naked, I can't get up and do all the standing thing, but I will in another video. I got some clothes on, but I'm not prepared to do any standing. But I will. We'll do some Tai Chi stuff. We'll do some Qigong stuff. We'll do some more videos. I don't know, this whole thing ties into this dancing with the dakinis, which is kind of progressing somehow. I don't know. You know, the main thing is, you know, it's Alexander and it's gazing. And putting those two together, I don't know. Alexander's great. Meditation's great. Dzogchen's great. Gazing is Dzogchen. Dzogchen is gazing. It's like the same thing. All advanced Dzogchen is gazing. 100%. I mean, it's Trekcho and it's Tokyo. Trekcho your mind. You can't say you hold your mind. It's ridiculous, but in some sense. It's not frozen, but it's just you rest your mind in the nature of your mind. There's no holding to it. There's a cutting through in the sense that your usual way of doing things based on chasing your thoughts is you snap out of it. Cutting through. And you know, you can't get anywhere gazing until you have some ability to do that, you know. You got to have the ability to rest your mind in the nature of your mind. But it's all tied in together. You start gazing, then you gain the ability to do that. All of a sudden, your usual being caught up in chasing your thoughts is out the window. It's impossible. You can't gaze and be chasing your thoughts. It's impossible. So the gazing is, you only work together. Shamatha Vipassana, Shamatha Vipassana. Trekcho is Shamatha. Togyo is Vipassana. And you alternate. You always start out with shamatha. You strengthen your shamatha. It's virtue. You create virtue. You create a peace through your skillful means, through your one-pointed efforts. And you use that power, that peace, to take a look at the nature of reality. What is the self? What is the other? But it's maybe, you know, you can do it in that way. They do in Dzogchen, you know, what is the self? What is that, you know? What is that? What is the reality of that? Is that real? Mostly start with that, you know. But just the way you experience your senses in maybe a simple and more direct way without thinking about a bunch of stuff. Just that. As it is Trekcho cutting through, it cuts through. That self cuts through. Trekcho is, probably not to be talked about too much. It's a leap over, they say. It's just a shift, It's just resting your mind, the nature of your mind, and more like space. I don't know, you just gaze. You just gaze and go out. Let's see, whatever happens. Let's say, yeah, you leap, but there's no place to leap from. It's a joke. It's a ha-ha joke. We're gonna leap. No place to leap from, no place to leap to, and yet you leap. It's impossible, but you just do it. It's impossible to think of it that way. It's silly, but nonetheless, you just do it. And you mingle. You mingle the two. Sometimes it's Trekcho, sometimes it's Tokyo, but either way, Trekcho is leading to Tokyo. Tokyo is going to get lost, confused, or dizzy, or faint, and just come back to Trekcho 100% of the time. You just alternate the two. But we're talking about Alexander now. We're talking about Chico. We're talking about Chih. Chih is really nice. It's all about, there's two things. There's the upper body and there's the lower body. Or maybe three things. La, Nien, and Lu. Sla is like heaven. Connect with upper body. You just let your upper body connect to heaven and embody heaven. Just let heaven descend and you become heaven in your upper body. Heaven informs you. Ease, length, grace, non-thought. Trekcho, Tokyo. You just continue to let go in your upper body and go toward heaven. It just arises. Draw law. Rise above aggression or above aggression. Above aggression. Above aggression. We constantly rise above aggression. Any sense of duality, any sense of struggle, any sense of just liberated. And you have this, so your head and shoulders becomes very good. Complete freedom in your head and shoulders. And you have this Nien. Nien is this, Nien's like the sides of the mountain. Law is like the king and the queen, let's say, or maybe just the king. The queen might be with the Nien. But maybe the law and then all the ministers are the Nien. All these powerful beings who are working toward the benefit of the kingdom or the kings or whatever society. These powerful generals, these powerful ministers, these powerful people that can handle important things, can influence things, and do not get excited and make dumb decisions. They're just very dignified, like the shoulders, very dignified. So it's part of your upper body, but it's moving into, it's creating a kind of a basis. It's kind of bridging the lower body and the upper body. The Nien has got a lot of just letting your shoulders be wide. Unbelievable. You just don't know what it will do for you to allow your shoulders to be wide. You have no conception at this time of what that could do for you, but you get it in Qigong, you get it in Tai Chi Chih. You begin to get it. You relax your upper body and your shoulders just become broad like this. Mount Meru. Your shoulders become like Mount Meru. Just huge. Just huge. Just broadening that much just changes everything from completely poverty stricken to the king of the universe. That's what happens in Qigong. You just stand there and all of a sudden become like a mountain. You become like the king of the universe. What happened? You just let go a little bit, and then you just keep letting go, and then you just keep letting go, and next thing you know, you're lining up with the great beings. So then your lower body is very interesting. I don't know. It's one of the most interesting things to me about Tai Chi Chih and Qigong is usually we're just like so weak in our structure of how we're standing and how we're walking and how we're moving, but somehow you just do Alexander walking, or you do Tai Chi Chih, or you do Qigong, and you just, something happens. I mean, you just do it a while, and then all of a sudden, some kind of structure, you just gain some kind of structure. It's just the right way to do it, and if you do it wrong all the time, and you really pay attention, then wham, next thing you know, you're doing it right. Just because you watched yourself do it wrong over and over, then you just figured it out. Or your Alexander teacher helped you. Your Alexander teacher could really help you along these lines and save you a few years of wandering around. But it doesn't matter. It's like so much fun. If you're really doing that, who cares? It's so much fun that you're Alexander walking or doing Tai Chi Chih or doing Qigong. It's impossible to miss anything or have a chance of failing. Impossible. It's all victory after victory after victory. So anyway, oops, I think I went over my thing.